Hello and welcome back to Marta from Sparta. My mint water for hot day is ready. I love fresh mint in my water, especially on the hot days like we're expecting today, about 90 degrees. So we back to recording outside, at least for the part of the day when it's still very morning and we have nice breeze and it's still gorgeous outside and we can enjoy the sun. And I think around the noon we're gonna run inside because it will be so much humid and so hot, but I am not complaining. And I have a lot of fun projects ready for you. My blackbird just came and asked for food because, believe me or not, there is one of the blackbirds which, I don't know, got very domesticated and just comes here. Every time I come here, it comes and sings. Hey, blackbird. Oh, now it's playing shy. So I have to go and get him a food for a minute. But long story short, I have a lot of super fun thrift flips, and at least next two not gonna involve sewing machine. It's gonna be hand sewing, very simple. And I already went and got some stuff from the thrift store which I need. You might even find it in your closet because you're gonna need a few white or any color t-shirts, you will see. And since you're gonna go thrifting, you're also gonna need a red sweatshirt because we are making super fun sweatshirt which I saw, I believe, on a Free People website for 4th of July fireworks. So it's super easy and super fun. So before it's gonna get super hot, I will set up over here and let's get started, guys. Okay, and as I said, lovely bunnies, this is a no sewing machine required project. It's supposed to look very handmade, very rustic, very worn out or off. Oh my goodness, English always confuses me. So I choose to do hand stitching, but if you want to and you have sewing machine and you want to go through this faster, you are more than welcome to use sewing machine and not stitching. So I have very old sweatshirt which I bought on Amazon, I think last year, and I looked on Amazon and they are still there. And I bought size medium, but they run really small. Just as a feedback, I am size extra small, and this sweatshirt is medium and it's very tiny. And obviously I washed it multiple times already, so it shrinked a little bit. Not too crazy, but it did shrink, so take it under consideration. If you like the sweatshirt, which I am having, they still available on Amazon, and I'm gonna link them in description below. I also bought, since Joanne's is closed right now and Michael's doesn't sell fabrics yet, they're getting ready, I got this on Amazon as well, and I will link it in description below as well. Now this vintage kind of off-white yellowish crochet lace I had for a very long time, but I am 100% sure you can buy it, guess where? Or Amazon. Everything is on Amazon right now. I also bought these flowers on Amazon, this trim. I thought they gonna be crochet. They were listed as crochet, but they are not. They have this plasticky feel which I really don't like. The only reason why I bought this, because I honestly thought it's gonna be kind of same fabric like this soft kind of crochet lace, and this is very plasticky. What I like about it, it's the same color. The goal is to have the same color. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna use them. And I already washed them like couple of times because I wanted them to be like very distressed and old looking, but they staying very plasticky and straight. Not crazy about it. So I start to dig in my craft closet, and I found this crochet flowers, which I have for years now. I bought them for the necklace, to make a necklace from them, and I have them for years. The only problem is that, for example, each color has only 3 flowers, and I think I want to add more than three. So I don't know if that's gonna work because I wanted to use these ones, but I have only 3. I have actually 6 of the brown ones, but I really don't want to use the brown ones. So I might use the plasticky one and reorder more of those, or look up for more of those. I didn't see them on Amazon. I think I got them on Etsy, honestly, and I don't know how to crochet. Or maybe I'm gonna ask my mother-in-law if she's watching. Maybe she could make me 8 of those in this color, because she crochet like crazy and she's knitting like crazy. She's amazing. Her knitting creations are just like out of this world, guys. So maybe I will ask her to make me few. I don't know, I will talk to her. So for now, I'm using what I have just to show you the idea how to create the sweatshirt, and replacing the flowers is really not a big deal. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing we gonna do is to decide how big the American flag we want it to be, right? So I already washed this fabric multiple times, and sweatshirt was already washed couple of times as well. So I think once I'm gonna decide the size of it, ideal situation will be to rip the edges, right? I want these edges not to be like cut and straight. I'm not sure if I am able to rip the edges straight, but you know, I can always try. So I think for now I'm just gonna cut something bigger than I actually want, if you know what I'm saying. And then I'm just gonna, it's easier for me actually to work with a fabric which is smaller. And you know, this was like very inexpensive fabric. So if I'm not gonna make it with a perfect rip, I can keep trying. I have plenty of it still left. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start and do like at least one edge. So I think I saw people just cutting it, and then they were just, oh yeah, it works. Let's see if I can go straight line all the way. Oh, I kind of did. So that's cool. The worst part would be that if I would do one nice ripped edge and or 1, 2, 3 ripped edges, and the last gonna be messed up, then I'm gonna be upset. Okay, so I think I actually accidentally cut almost perfect size. So what I'm gonna do now is probably try to rip somewhere here now. Come on. Come on, guys. Keep your fingers crossed. It's working. It's working. Oh my goodness. So we have 1, 2, 3. So now I hope it's not gonna happen what I said it will happen. That the last one gonna get messed up. So I think I want my flag to be like probably this big. Yeah, I'm gonna save this. And that's the edge which I'm actually concerned, because all of them looking amazing. Come on, go straight. Oh my goodness, I made it, guys, at the first try. And it's actually perfect. And I like that it's distressed look. So now I'm gonna try to distress it even more. But before that, we want to do exactly same thing with the dark fabric. And this is fat quarter I had at home from previous projects. As you see, I used it for something. So I'm gonna try to do exactly same thing. I'm gonna cut a little bit bigger piece first. Just like that. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna probably rip it first somewhere here. Well, actually these fabrics are not that terrible to rip. And then I'm gonna randomly rip one of the side edges, and then I'm gonna go like and decide more what kind of size, what size I want. So I'm gonna go all the way this way. And now it's the part when we really have to think how big this I want it to be. So I think probably it's gonna be a good idea to rip it somewhere on the fold here. Yeah, and that's gonna be about nice ratio, this to that, right? And yeah, somewhere here, because it has to be square, not a rectangle. Oh my goodness, that was easier than I thought, guys. So the hardest part of this project is done, and we have this beautiful distress kind of look. Look, it's when 6 minutes and 4 seconds to complete that. So now I think I might bring like a sanding block and try to sand this down a little bit more and distress it a little bit more. If that's gonna work, awesome. If not, I really like how it looks right now. So I might actually even like fold it half. This is like actual center of the sweatshirt. Oh my goodness, I even did it right in the center. So this would be perfect. And that's, yeah, I'm gonna bring the sanding block and try to distress it and rub it a little bit more. Maybe I'm gonna even like cut out a hole in here. Okay, so I brought a sanding block and I have them at home because we're doing constantly some work around. But if you don't, I saw people also using like a nail filer. So I think what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna make like a tiny cut over here. I never distressed the fabric, so I mean cotton, I'm sorry, I did distressed. And one more here. I don't want it like too much, and hopefully that will work. All right, lovely bunnies, and that's how it looks when it's pinned. Okay, so I actually decided that I'm gonna do sewing machine stitching here, just because it's keep fraying and fraying and fraying. If I'm gonna do this with a sewing machine, that will be the stopping point for it. So I'm gonna run really quickly inside and stitch it, and then I will attach the oh my goodness, I wanted to say brown, the dark blue piece, because we have to do it obviously in layers. Okay, first we have to stitch everything around over here, and then we're gonna attach the brown blue piece, and then I'm gonna attach flowers to it. And what I was thinking, since this piece is not that big, I might use the flowers the ones which I really like, because it will be really not that many on it. So I might do that. So let me go and stitch that first, and then we're gonna go to the step number 2. All right, and the first 2 layers, 1 and 2, are stitched. So I also in the meantime decided to distress a little bit my sweatshirt, cut out some holes on one side, and we have first layer of the flag on. Now, if you're gonna look at inspiration image, and if you care, they placed this part a little bit not sitting on the flag exactly, but a little bit of this whole square, so it's sitting beyond the borders of the square. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit for a second and think how I would like to approach it, and then I'm gonna pin it in the position I want it. And I already have a thread over here, and this part I'm gonna definitely hand stitch it because I really want this kind of like distressed kind of don't care look. Okay, and the layer number 3 is already done, and hand stitching was very relaxing, and listen to the birds in the woods and stuff. It was really relaxing part. And I had 2 threads which I originally chose for the dark blue fabric, and one which is like almost perfectly matching, and the other one has a little bit shine to it and it's lighter. And I chose the one which is lighter because I wanted to add like additional detail, and I wanted to hand stitching be more visible, more pronounced, right? So that was my original goal. That's why I went with the one which is shinier and more visible. And I'm gonna take the camera down and I show you in a second how it looks like before I attach the flowers. And I know the flowers supposed to represent all states we have, but as you see on inspiration ones, we don't have exactly as many flowers as we have states. It's just to give you the idea and just to give you the impression. And when I looked closer at the inspiration image, I also noticed that there is tiny bead in front of the flower, so in the middle of the flower. So what I want to do, I want to make it more girly, so I'm gonna run quickly to my studio downstairs and I will find pearls because I want to add a pearl in the flower. So let me show you how it looks after hand stitching and how the difference looks between the threads I chose and the one which I didn't. And you can do whatever you want to. If you want the thread to be hidden a little bit more, you can choose the thread which is perfect match to your fabric. I didn't. So let me show you how it looks. This is the thread I chose, and that's how it looks. And I love this kind of distressed look. I might even wrap it a little bit more. I was like against it, but now I'm like, maybe I actually do it a little bit more because it doesn't matter if it's attached or not. So I show you 2 threads, and as you see, if I would use this one, it would be almost invisible over here. But because I chose this one, I have this visible stitch, and this one has a little bit shine to it. But again, do whatever you want to do, but I decided to go with these choices because that's what I like for myself. And now actually I decided there is absolutely no way I'm using this plastic terrible not crochet flowers which was lied in the description. I'm gonna actually do mix of those 5, and I think those 5, or maybe I don't know, I'm gonna use mixed of what I have because I absolutely refuse this plasticky, horrible, awful to feel flowers when everything is cotton and so organic and so soft. I'm just gonna grab a few pearls from my studio. I'm gonna do the placement of the flowers, and I'm gonna also hand stitch them. All right, I brought the arsenal of my pearls, and I think what I'm looking for is for something not crazy big, but also not white. And yep, I have like a very off-white, perfect size pair. Actually, by the way, this is the containers from not the bubble gums, from the mint gum, and I'm actually reusing these containers to keep my beads in it. So as you see, I can either open and get big, or I can just, you know, get few when I want to. So I'm reusing these containers for organizing my beads. So let me attach flowers first, and then I'm gonna attach pearl to it, because I think it's gonna be challenging to do both at the same time. And as you see, these flowers don't have like very significant color difference, so I'm happy I had 5. That's how I'm gonna place them. They kind of very symmetric, which I am not crazy about, but also if I would have 6, I would place them a little bit differently. I have only 5, so that's what I'm going to do. And voila, just like that, before lunch, Free People Inspired sweatshirt is ready. So I kind of got idea from both sweatshirts they were advertising. I took few pieces from this one and added to that one, and vice versa. And look at this, it's all set. It's just gorgeous. It's just fantastic. So as far as the flowers go, if you're gonna look at inspiration image, they are very like fluffed up, and mine are very, very straight. But what's gonna happen after wearing a few times and sweatshirt moving, they just gonna do the same thing. They just gonna kind of like fold and just fluff. For now, I just kind of like squish them multiple times to make them look a little bit distressed. And actually, the sweatshirt which I designed, and I didn't design, I copy from the Free People. This one didn't have that border. The other one had that cute border, but I am not very like a lake or a beach person, so I didn't want to have a sea creatures. But if you do like the other one better, you can try to make the other one. I thought that this one fits me a little bit more with the pearls in the flowers, and actually a number of flowers are perfect, and I try to place them not so evenly, so they're not gonna be so center and even. So yeah, my sewing thoughts. Super easy and super fun project. If you, for example, even on the beach somewhere, this can be 100% hand sewing. The only stitching which I did on the sewing machine, it was this one, this part, but I also didn't have to. I could do also hand stitching. I didn't really have to do sewing machine. So this is like 100% vacation friendly project, which if you're gonna pack all ingredients, you can do it on 1 hour sitting, I don't know, at your lake house, on the beach house, on the vacation, on rainy vacation day, and have super awesome and fun sweatshirt for 4th of July evening. So thank you so much for watching. I have another super fun project. I think that total cost of making that, I mean, those I already had, so I'm not really sure. I bought them like years ago how much they were, but probably this was my sweatshirt, so the total cost of it was like $10 maybe, plus your time obviously. But I think what I like the most is the fact that we're not supporting fast fashion. We recycled, we did something fun and something new out of something old. And if you want to leave me a comment that something is not in center, please don't, because I didn't miss anything. This is my choices, this is my style choices. And I had on one of the videos some comment that something is not in center. If you listen to the video, this is my choice. If something is not in center or off the center, is because I either planned something else in this space or that's how I want it. And I'm just here to show you technique and how to make something. And if you want to do adjustment and center something and place it in a different spot, please feel free to do so. I do whatever I like for myself and for my spaces and for my wardrobe. So I really pay attention to what I'm doing. So thank you so much that you guys having your own opinions, but again, I do what works for me, and I do what works for my wardrobe and my styling choices and home choices. So again, this is only inspiration and to show you how to make something. Next video, it's gonna be also super exciting, but I think more challenging. It's gonna be also recycle. It's gonna be also thrift flip. So we're gonna have a lot of thrift flips coming up. But also new product done. So thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy your summer, and I will see you next Sunday. And hey, if you have expensive taste like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is the right place for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.